Hi friends, welcome to Slow Paced Journeys, and today we are at Capitol Reef National Park. Welcome to the journey.
Capitol Reef is 60 miles long by 6 miles wide. Since the weather was sketchy and we were only here for a day, we decided to keep our travels and our exploration to this one small area, which is entirely paved. Our first stop was the visitor center. Due to the current virus situation, social distancing rules must be observed and face masks were highly recommended. Cheryl, of course, had to stop and get her postcards so that she could then stamp them with the National Park stamp and date. Capitol Reef's main geologic feature is a wrinkle in the Earth's crust, extending nearly 100 miles from the Thousand Lakes Mountain to Lake Powell. Erosion in this area led to the spectacular cliffs and views that you get to enjoy while you travel through the national park. A short drive from the visitor center and you reach this wooden path that provides you a glimpse of petroglyphs and pictographs that are a reminder of the people who lived here about 300 to 1300 AD. They were ancestors of the modern-day Hopi, Zuni, and Paiute tribes. Even though much of the park requires off-road vehicles or high-clearance vehicles, there's still lots to do in this central portion of the park. There's lots of hiking, and in particular, there's a beautiful scenic drive. The paved 8-mile scenic drive offers spectacular views of the Water Pocket Fold. It takes about 2 hours to drive round trip, but the views are absolutely spectacular and it is well worth it. In the 1880s, Mormons established a small settlement of Fruita at the confluence of the Fremont River and Sulphur Creek. They built irrigation systems to water orchards and pastures and sustained a self-reliant agricultural lifestyle for decades. Families tended to the apple, peach, pear, and apricot trees. The park now maintains the orchards, the schoolhouse, a blacksmith shop, and the Gifford homestead as reminders. This is why you go to the park as soon as you get there. Just in case.
And you check the weather.
We saw a sign last night that said, "Welcome to Utah. Winter starts at 6 a.m. Spring starts at 10 a.m. Summer starts at 3 p.m. and fall starts at 5 p.m.
Yesterday it was 90.
Yeah. When we were in the park yesterday, it was in the upper, mid-90s. So we were just noticing it was hailing earlier, and you can see a lot of the white on the ground. And we kind of joke, if you don't like the weather in Utah, just wait 5 minutes. And so this is over on the other side of the car. We got blue sky starting to show up. But yeah, this is June, early June. Well, as you may be able to tell, we love our national parks. We hope that you've enjoyed this episode of Slow Paced Journeys. If you ever have the chance, we encourage you to visit Capitol Reef National Park.